Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, listen, those who have not appeared in first sessional and second sessional, they have to give the sessional exam again. Otherwise, we cannot give them passing marks for internal because uh, if you don't get passing marks in internal, then you will not get passing marks in final exam also. Internal exam is very important. uh, so if someone have not given first sessional exam, then they have to give again the first sessional exam, and if for 30 marks. If someone did not give both the exams, first sessional and second sessional, they have to give a exam for 60 marks. Okay. Roll number 10 and roll number 25. Are they present here? 10 and 25. Enrollment number 010 and 025. Both of them given second sessional exam but not the first sessional. So they have to again give one exam for 30 marks. This is their last chance to get passing marks in internal. If they did not give this exam also, then sorry, we cannot give them passing mark. So please inform roll number 10 and 25. They have not appeared in first sessional. And if any student who did not appear in both the exam, they also have to give one exam for 60 marks before the final exam, before this week only, because we have to update the internal marks in this week. Once we have updated the internal marks, then we cannot change it again. So uh, I'll find out who have not given the exams, and I think tomorrow I'll let you know when I'll take the exam. Okay, roll number 10 and roll number 25 present here.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
Okay, so today we are going to start AC and DC. Does anyone know what AC means?
Alternate currents.
Yes. And DC? DC is direct current and AC is alternating current. Okay. Okay. So, in case of AC, uh, we know that current means flow of electrons. So, in case of DC, the flow of electrons does not change its direction. But in case of AC flow of electron changes direction after a certain interval of time. So actually in case of DC, in case of AC, both current and voltage change. Voltage change its magnitude after a certain interval of time, and current changes direction as well as magnitude after a certain interval of time. But in case of DC, both current and voltage does not change, it remains in the same steady state. So remember, in case of AC, not only the current changes, the voltage also changes. In case of voltage, since we cannot change the direction of voltage, only the magnitude of the voltage change after an interval of time. Okay, so DC voltage do not fluctuate. DC current flow in one direction. Again, AC voltage change over time, and current flow and the current can alternate its direction. Okay. So the definition, the current that changes its magnitude and polarity. Polarity means the direction at regular intervals of time is called the alternative. Regular interval of time means, suppose the current changing its direction after 5 seconds. So in case of AC current, in every 5 seconds the current will change its direction. Not like that in one case the current changes its direction in 5 seconds, in the next 6 seconds. It's not like that. The current will change its direction after the same interval of time or regular interval of time. The major advantage of using alternating current instead of direct current is that alternating current can easily transfer from higher voltage to lower voltage level. Okay. See, this diagram represents the AC alternating current. Okay. So here the y-axis will represent the magnitude of the current, and the x-axis is represent the time. Okay. So see here at the starting point, the current has magnitude 0. Then with the increase of time, the magnitude of the current start increases. But remember, in this case, current is going in one certain direction only. Okay. So current with the increase of time, the magnitude of the current increases, and after receiving the highest magnitude, the current again decreases its magnitude with time. The magnitude of the current is decreases, and again the magnitude of the current comes to 0. After the magnitude coming to 0, now the current will change the direction. Again, in the opposite direction, the magnitude of the current starts increasing with the increase of time, and after getting the highest peak value, again current start decreasing its magnitude, and finally it comes to 0. Again, after coming back to 0, the current will again start in the opposite direction. So after a certain interval of time, the current will change its direction. See here, first the current will the magnitude of the current will increase, then it will receive its peak value. After receiving the peak value, the magnitude of the current start decreasing, and after getting the 0 value, the current changes direction. again in the opposite direction, its magnitude start increasing. After again in the opposite direction, after receiving the peak value, it will start decreasing again, and again after receiving the zero, it will start in the opposite direction. So this graph represents the alternating current. So it is called, see, it is like a wave. Therefore it is called wave shape of alternating current. In graph which represent the manner in which alternating current changes with respect to time is known as wave shape of wave or waveform. Usually the alternating value is taken along y-axis, that means magnitude of the current is in y-axis, and x-axis represent the time. So these are the advantages of alternating current. Alternating current is generated in the power station because of the following reasons. Number one, alternating current produces low iron and copper loss in AC rotating machine and transformer because it improves the efficiency of AC machine. That means alternating current produces less material loss. See, since in case of DC, there is no change in the direction of current and there is no change in the magnitude of current. That means in direct current, current is always traveling in its peak value, right? So when current is traveling with a very high value, there are always some loss of the material. But see, in case of its alternating current, current gets its peak value, but again it decreases, right? Increases, decreases, like that alternating current travels. So when we have to transfer the alternating current over a long distance, it produces very low material loss. Loss of material will be very less in case of alternating current. Alternating current offer less interference to the nearby communication system. So interference means superimposition of the wave of current. So in case of direct current, or interference is higher because the current is traveling in one direction only. But in case of alternating current, interference is also less. They produce less disturbance in the electrical circuit. Okay, so these are the advantages of alternating current. Alternating supply is always used for domestic and industrial applications. See, for some laboratory use only, we use direct current, but in case of domestic and industrial application, in most cases we use alternating current. Okay. Direct current flow of electrons does not change its direction. Direct current is produced by batteries, fuel cell rectifiers, generators with commutators. Commutators is a device which makes sure the current is direct. Okay, commutator makes sure the current is direct. Direct current was supplanted by alternating current for common commercial power in 1880s because it was uneconomical to transfer it to the high voltages needed for long distance transmission. So it is uneconomical to transfer DC direct current over long distances. Techniques that were developed in 1960s overcome this obstacle, and direct current is now transmitted over very long distances, even though it must ordinarily be converted to the alternating current for final distribution. So, in the final distribution, current must be AC. For some uses such as electroplating, direct current is essential. So, this is the use of direct current electroplating. Electroplating means in some materials which time the material gets the upper side of the material gets reacted with the air. So that's why we use a cover. That cover is electroplating. So in case of electroplating, we use direct current. Okay, alternating current is peak and RMS value. Okay, peak value you already know when the alternating current gets its highest value. Okay, so I naught is determined by the peak value of the alternating current. You don't need the peak value, just the RMS value. See, I is the total current. Okay, so I naught is the or peak value of the alternating current. Sine omega t represents omega means the angular acceleration and t represents the time. Okay, so just remember alternating current can be peak value of the alternating current can be determined by I equal to I naught sine omega t and I equal to I naught cos omega t. So cos in case of this direction, sine in case of upward direction. Okay, so last topic of alternating current is RMS value. RMS means root mean square value. So root mean square value means if we are taking the root mean square value of a current, alternating current, you are taking the magnitude of a alternating current and you are calculating its root mean square value. That root mean square value would describe the same amount of current which will produce by a direct current. Okay, which will produce by a direct current with same amount of voltage. That is called that's why we calculate the root mean square value of the alternating current. So the magnitude of a alternating current, if we are taking its root mean square value, that value is the same that value is the amount of current produced by a DC voltage. So RMS value of alternating current is given by direct current which flows through a resistance. So the same amount of current given by a direct current, okay, or direct DC voltage. The RMS value of AC is greater than its average value. RMS value of AC is greater than its average value means in case of DC, current is higher than the current that is in AC. So RMS value, since current wave can be determined by a area covered in half cycle. So RMS value means the same amount of current. The RMS value of a AC current is the same amount of current produced by a DC source. Okay, that's all. If you have any question, you can ask. Okay, give your attendance. Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.